You were my everything, but now you don't feel the same. No, you don't feel the same. She says she's ready for a change.
Open. Open.
The Open Studio.
Girl, you were my everything. You were my everything, but now you don't feel the same. No, you don't feel the same. Girl, you were my everything. You were my everything.
Oh, hello, everybody. Welcome to the Open Studio. Make some noise in the chat. Huh? What's up? Hey, who's in the chat? Is anybody in the chat? Hey, all right. Scoos, Frog ISIS. That's a horrifying version of ISIS, worse than regular ISIS. What's up, Beth Harley Jarvis? Hey, Mom Jill. Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody can make it tonight. What's up? I'm Jason. I'm going to be your host tonight. Welcome to the Open Studio. Thank you for tuning in. We've got a great show for you tonight featuring artwork and comedy from John Lyons, M. Haverty, and Olivia Love. Every single part of the Open Studio community is community generated. The introduction was created by Mike Gow. Our performer dimensions were created by Jackie Manti and Stephanie Duffy, and I'm your host, Jason Melton. Did I say that? If you'd like to be a part of the community, check out one of the links below to join our Discord and submit to the show. If you are kind enough and able to, any donations go to the performers. We got great performers tonight, so please donate. Who's Mom Jill? Is that your mom? Oh, what's up, Mom? Kevin's mom. I mean, Michael's mom, but also Kevin's mom. Kevin is Michael's brother. Is he here? No. What a horrible brother. Off to a good start. How's the chat? What's up? Jessica Risker's here? All right, nice. Let's see. I was going to tell you about when I used to work. I got a good job now, but I used to work for Sherwin-Williams, which is it's the biggest paint company in the world. Have you ever heard of it? Sherwin-Williams? Anybody in the chat ever heard of Sherwin-Williams, the biggest paint company in the entire world? And I worked there at the bottom as a driver. And it was a really tough job. I was a working class guy, you know, and I'd carry these heavy ass paint gallons to construction sites. That was the way you moved up at Sherwin-Williams, is the guy above you would hurt his back, and then you'd get his job. And you should meet the fucking CEO. He had the strongest back in the entire world. He could crush a paint can with his C4 and C5. But all right, so I drive around with all this paint in my truck. What's up, chat? Who's ever driven with a bunch of paint in your truck? Huh? Anybody in the chat? I feel like the chat is not giving me enough love right now. It's really bothering me. All right, here we go. Thank you, LT Squirrels. Maybe it's just a delay, so I think they're not responding quick enough. No, yeah. I one time I was driving. I was working for Sherwin-Williams, driving, and I had 200 gallons of paint thinner in my truck, and I had to drive like 7 miles on the expressway with it. And I just had this realization while I was driving that if I got in a car accident, it would be the coolest explosion that you could ever imagine. It would be a giant fireball death for me. And at the time of my life, I weighed it, and it just seemed that would be more valuable than anything that could happen to me in my life. Because I think it is true. Some deaths are more important than some lives. Like if the death is valuable enough, like a giant fireball explosion, if somebody got that on their iPhone, the amount of happiness that could bring the world versus me being alive delivering paint, it's not worth a lot. Think about it. Like, just think, like, if I died, like if I died to like cure cancer, that's worth it, right? Because of how many people it helped. And I think the same for like if you get in Arnold Schwarzenegger's way and you die because he's trying to do something awesome, then that's worth it too. And I could have been like that. I could have been like the guy who shows up and then Bruce Lee kills with one punch. But my version is the van exploding. Anybody with me? I'm gonna say the most important job in America right now, of course, are the essential workers. Who give it up for the essential workers in the chat? Make some noise for all the essential workers out there. My favorite essential workers, of course, the Undertaker and Kane. Down in Florida, professional wrestling is a essential workplace, and it should be for the poor kids. They go see my favorite. They got to have some entertainment in this time. My favorite wrestler used to be Hulk Hogan. Ever heard of him? You ever heard of him? Hulk Hogan? He was like the best guy ever, but then he came out with a sex tape and he said the N-word in it, which was horrible. Like, here's my hero saying the N-word, and turns out he's a racist and then not very in the moment during sex. And Hulk Hogan, it hurt me, this guy who says brother every other sentence, he doesn't even like them very much. And so I had to give up my hero, Hulk Hogan. I remember getting pissed at him, like, I can't believe this rich white guy from Florida doesn't like black people. How could this possibly be? It doesn't make any sense. I remember I was wearing one of his shirts. I ripped it off my chest right there. All right, that's the end of my set. I'm gonna wrap it up and check out this video by me.
Now, up next, Jason has prepared a multimedia presentation. Is that multimedia?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So everyone, give it up to Jason.
Hey, get the fuck out of here, dude! This is dude. You're messing it up. I'm gonna do.
Are you having a bit that you just didn't fucking tell us about?
Yeah.
Fuck Drew.
Get the
You asked me to do
Fuck
this.
you.
Come on, bud.
You asked me to do this.
Seriously, I've got it. There's like a whole bunch of people here who came to watch this.
You fucking brain damage? Get the fuck off stage! God damn it! This costs money!
I'll give it up to Jason, everyone.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. I am here to present. Fuck. There's a typo. Shit. Well, all right. So here's what happened. Okay, I had an interesting experience for my show and tell. I went to a Walgreens in Highland, Indiana, where I'm from, and I had to fill a prescription. I live here in Chicago, so they gave me like 30 minutes where I had to roam around the store because it wouldn't make sense. You know what I mean, logistically, to drive back to Chicago, to back to Highland. So I was wandering around the store, and I noticed something real interesting. It stuck out to me. Check this out. Whoa, that guy has my name, I thought. See, Jason suggests this cheese snack mix. It's like a Walgreens brand cheese snack mix. Let's get a closer look, huh? Look at the other Jason, huh? He's got my name, huh? But like, a lot of questions arose in my head, like, who is this other Jason? Why should I listen to him and buy this, you know? Like, this is an advertisement. What authority does he have over my life, right? So I found a store clerk in the aisle, and I was like, what's up with this Jason guy? She's like, oh yeah, I know Jason, he works here. Oh, this guy who works there. And I was like, well, does he really like this stuff, or is this just some bullshit advertisement, you know? And he really loves it. Yeah. So I started looking around the store some more. I got time to kill, you know. And I noticed there was a trend. There's more end caps with this same style of advertising. For example, Bob is the pharmacist. He's suggesting these pill containers, you know, for like, if you got to take Xanax on Tuesday, you like open up that and you put the pill in Tuesday. So when you get there, you're like, today's Tuesday. Time to take my pill, right? So it's good. He's a pharmacist, so it makes sense. Rachel is suggesting wall drill, which I don't get because I don't think you should advertise for Benadryl, wall drill. It's like you only take it when you have an allergy, right? What the fuck, Rachel? Don't advertise for wall drill. Like that, I think that's unethical a little bit. Oh, I thought this was interesting. Rich, he suggested to buy a razor, like for shaving your chin, you know? I thought he did something sneaky, like in the company picture. He's throwing up some gang signs, huh? Look what he got away with, huh? You can barely see, maybe. Let's get that light off for just a second. Anyway. Michelle and her multi-erasers, right? Maybe she wants to be a teacher, suggesting multi-erasers. She seems happy. Yeah. Oh, fuck. I hate to go on a tangent in the middle of my PowerPoint, but I was on Facebook a while ago, and my friend Jim said that I should like the page for Trayvon Martin because this is an important political thing, support this, But what I notice is, after Trayvon Martin, everyone kind of forgot about him, and everyone just talks about George Zimmerman now, and his paintings and all that. It's kind of profound to me. And I noticed his page went defunct on Facebook. People stopped posting on it. Then one day I got this in my feed. Trayvon Martin shared a link. Taylor Swift can't shake off her camel toe. Yeah. But I'm like, Black Lives Matter, let's investigate. And boy, was it ever a bunch of celebrity camel toe pics. And there's more. Check out these celebs, man. That's Jessica Simpson. Helen Hunt even. Yeah, you could see her camel toe. B. Spears was there. But Walgreens, right? In conclusion, the Walgreens Company is the largest drug retailing chain in the United States. It was founded right here in Chicago, Illinois, in 1901. Walgreens headquarters offices in Chicago suburb of Deerfield, Illinois. I got this from Wikipedia, of course. The end.
Thank you, Jason, for that stunning portrait. Now.
Oh, I'm back. Thank you, guys. Hey, thank you guys for watching my video. That's from a Cocaine Murder Jam video we shot a long time ago. Check it out on our YouTube. But you guys ready to get this show started? This is exciting for me. This is about to bring up to the spotlight old friend, one of the... Yeah. All right. So, I don't know. All right. Sorry. I'm not reading stuff. Hey, everybody, this guy come to the stage, old friend of mine. I love him to death, and I think he's hilarious, incredible comedian, incredible artist, very smart and funny guy. Give it up right now for the wonderful John Lyons.
Hello and thank you. My name is John Lyons, and if you are watching this video, it means I am dead. I am just kidding, of course. I'm a comedian, so I'm still dead, just not the way, I intimated that I was. In the end, though, I just want people to say that I died the way I lived, inside of a structurally unsound house. I mean, of course, really, ultimately, the universe is my house. It's all of our houses. And I was thinking about it, if the universe got destroyed, nobody would ever know. It's the perfect crime. But do you think aliens out there, though, do you think aliens ever get crop circle block? I know I would. I'm actually an artist. That's what I do most of the time. You might see some of my work up in France. I'm in one of those cave paintings, fucking an antelope. A lot of people call my artwork masturbatory. And that hurts a lot because it is so obviously pegging. I said I'll show you some of my artwork here, and I got some ready. Do you know what this is? Anybody recognize this? We got any fashion heads here in the audience? This is the original dress from the women's bathroom sign. I actually got the real thing. Don't ask how. But this is a classic. I think it's important to have knowledge like that. Knowledge is very important. So I want to share some with you, some things that I've learned. Every toad has the date of someone's death written on it in Braille. Contrary to popular perception, wolves cannot actually smell fear, only ennui and homesickness for a place that never was. The term screenplay does not actually mean rubbing iPads on your partner. And finally, sometimes a bug is not dead. Sometimes it's just sleeping and it will move if you poke it. Something else you have to be really knowledgeable about in America today is politics. And I think it's really sad that in this election, so many of my fellow Americans still wrote in Harambe in 2020. Something else, though, people say the phrase real America a lot. And they say the phrase real America doesn't mean anything. But anybody who says real America doesn't mean anything has obviously never had to chase somebody dressed as Uncle Sam through a hall of mirrors. A lot of my friends have kids now. I'm getting to the age where a lot of them have kids. And so I've decided to get a little active in that. And I have written some children's books, such as The Cat in the Void. One fish, two fish, red fish. Are the colors you see really the same as the colors I see? Don't let the pigeon learn the truth. And finally, why is Waldo? The question we all want to know. I'm just kidding, though, about that. I actually do have a daughter. And like a lot of fathers, I'm relatively protective and concerned about her. I'd like to share some of the classic format of rules for dating my daughter. Number one, though she will claim otherwise, she is perfectly safe and experiences no visionary states inside the machine. Number two, bring her home before midnight, or at the very least back somewhere she can still hear the machine singing. In the event of your clocks beginning to go backward after midnight, or your path being blocked by an empty woman-shaped shadow cradling a jade cube and reaching out to caress your face, do not bring my daughter home under any circumstances. Number three, if you ever make my daughter cry, close your eyes and cover your ears immediately. If possible, put a damp cloth over your nose and mouth and run away. The important thing is to get 13.8 meters away before the formation of a sphere. 4, no alcohol or drugs except the gray pills. Either of you may take more if you begin to see the sinner instead of just hear him, but do not exceed 17 doses combined between the two of you within 24 hours. Discontinue use immediately if your sweat, tears, or any other fluids begin to reach toward the star algol. 5, as your boyfriend, it's your responsibility to protect my daughter from the man in red. If you encounter him, remain calm and cordial, but do not acknowledge any statement he makes regarding anything in the attic. Once you are certain he will not reappear, immediately destroy the feather you will find in your hand. Do not resist when my daughter becomes violent. That's number 7. Number 8, Do not swallow anything she spits into your mouth. And number 10, if you ever get her pregnant, God help us all. And God help you if you don't have a great time tonight. Thank you very much. I've been John Lyons. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Sitting there, might as well feel it, unleashing the villain. Emotions are spilling. Don't act like you know me when I hit a billy, you bitch. Place that ceiling, watch me break it down. Break it down. Face that feeling, now break it down.
What's up, John?
Hey, man. How you doing? Thanks for
Dude,
having
I'm
me
doing
on.
great. Were you watching the chat at all during your set?
Oh, a little bit. Yeah. I was glancing over there to see.
I think it's the most ha-ha-has I've ever seen.
Wow.
Off in the chat. You're crushing it, dude.
Thanks. That's a relief. Without that auditory feedback, you're just kind of screaming into the void like that, like one of those drawings I held up. So, it's definitely nice to see. Yeah, that's right. I'm not dead. I fooled you. I fooled all of you.
Yeah.
With my japes and jests.
I mean, the only fear is maybe they're saying it in the same way that I say LOL in text message, which is a lie every single time.
Right. Like when your friend keeps going, you're just like, that's crazy. Wow.
Exactly. John, do you want to, before we talk, we'll interview, but do you want to plug anything? Like, do you have any, I heard you say you were working on a children's book earlier, and they said they would buy your children's book. They literally said that.
Well, that's great.
Even though they didn't know that it's a different book than what you were holding up.
Right. It's actually a real one. It's I'm working on it right now. It's a book of goofy poems and about weird things. It's called Professor Q McWicket's Book of Improbable Oddities. And it's kind of a weird, surreal, gaggy encyclopedia. And the little intro stanza here is, this volume is a treasure trove of things most strange and odd that burrow through the air above or soar beneath the sod. And so a lot of big 2-page spreads of paintings and things. Yes, I will take your money. Wow.
All right. Here's my follow-up question. Why are you trying to get in with kids, dude? No. I'm messing around.
I've been saying for a while I'd be really good at QAnon. Going undercover. I'm going to be a white hat.
Yeah. The only thing I know about QAnon is they want me to kill Joe Biden.
It's a relief to have him in there, but I am kind of ambivalent about having a president who says, "Come on, man," as much as I do. That was kind of my thing, and now everybody's going to think I'm trying to be old Joe.
Yeah, it's kind of bullshit.
Yeah. It feels like that. God, that is a relief, though.
You stole my catchphrase. This is a bunch of malarkey.
Yeah,
I always said that because I was born in the 20s.
Yeah, me too. I heard he's going to mandate that every car has louder emissions, fuzzy dice, and an 8-ball gear shift.
Yeah.
That's going to be complicated but fun. It's no, he's a cool guy, but I can't call people dog-faced anything anymore.
Yeah.
Let alone opponents.
Yeah, this guy stole all our words.
Right.
It's like he's been listening to our podcast and he just totally ripped off our personalities.
Yeah, I've been hanging out with him in confidence.
Have you?
Yeah. I didn't know he was going to be bleeping all my words like that.
I'm actually Joe Biden's speechwriter.
Oh, nice. Are you the one who got him to say President Trump?
Yeah, I wrote President Front.
Yeah. That's going to be fun. I am looking, he seems like the kind of guy who would be boring for any kind of comedy or anything, but with those kind of malpropisms, he's just going to keep putting them out, and that's going to be great. Actually, I do have one more thing to plug, though, and this is sort of my main site for art and everything, which is my day job and what I work on most of the time. I do a lot of comics and everything like that. Mm-hmm. And it is frogasis.artstation.com. I'll put it in the chat here if you want to see some of my artwork. I had a personal site up for a while, but I realized my phone number was on there and I couldn't take it off. So I took it down for the time being, and I'm using ArtStation there.
Yeah, man. I actually want to get some art from you because I'm a rich software developer now.
Oh, hell yeah.
So I was thinking about maybe you could draw me as an anime.
I can absolutely do that.
That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
But John, yeah, is for real a great artist. What is frog? I've known you with using this term all along. I always thought it was pronounced frog ISIS.
Okay.
I always pictured a little frog in a hood, you know,
Yeah. I have been using this for a long time. Since,
cutting off a salamander's head.
Yeah. I've been using this since 3rd grade. And it's sort of a shout out to my best friend at the time. We were playing behind his house and going down through the woods, and it was the middle of winter, and the lake was frozen over, and we were going to go down and throw rocks at the lake and try to smash the ice.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to cut through the woods here, and all of a sudden he goes, "Don't go that way. Frogasis will get you." And I'm like, "What? What's Frogasis?" And he wouldn't explain this to me.
Yeah.
I kept asking him, and he's like,
Wow.
Get down to the ice, and we're picking up rocks, and he points to this huge air bubble under the ice that we've been trying to smash. You'll see in a second what it's from. And so this huge air bubble, and it kind of had this weird shape, a little bit like a frog, and he points to it, and he's like, "That's Frogasis." And so it was frog ice. But he talked kind of funny. And I thought that, my little 10-year-old self was like, "That's the funniest goddamn word I ever fucking heard."
Yeah.
So I just started using that for things. And the inertia has just kept it going. And it's never taken when I sign up for something. But his name was Andrew. And around the time we went to college, he kind of vanished off the face of the earth. I've been trying to look him up every, now and then. And yeah, he's just gone. I don't know where he went or what happened to him. He was playing soccer for the team, like the University of Dakota. So it's kind of a shout out to him too.
That's funny because it's funny that you haven't heard of him as an adult because when you were describing him, I assumed he just had childhood schizophrenia. So
I think that might have been me. I mean, maybe the reason I can't find him is because he was never real.
He was a hallucination. He's your Tyler Durden, dude.
Yeah.
All right, we got to wrap this baby up. Guys in the chat, give it up one more time for John Lyons and check out his all his art on the link in there and all that. You know what I'm saying? Frog ISIS. You'll never forget that term now. All right. We're going to go to our next performer. Next up, this on the show is going to be a teaser for our next show. We're actually doing a special show next week to play the whole video by this artist. And the show is going to be called Show for Ghosts. They're going to be screening the full episode next Thursday at the same time at the Open Studio. So come back here next week for that. And make sure you hit that follow button so you know when we go live. Sound off for the chat. Sound off in the chat. When you read something wrong, it just makes you sound like so dumb. Sound off in the chat. Anyway, this next performer is incredible. I think you're going to love this video. Give it up for M. Haverty.
Serious, I'm not just living for me. No, I'm on a mission that you cannot see. My daughter, she looking for me for the answers. When all she seeing me do is roll tree. I gotta show her a whole nother path. Teach her to read, stack up some math. Hop in the stew, perfecting the craft. Show her how daddy cook up in the...
Hi everyone, my name is M. Haverty, and this presentation is called Should You Watch Show for Ghosts by M. Haverty? A PowerPoint for Potential Audiences by M. Haverty. Is Show for Ghosts A. A solo sketch video EP produced during the second half of 2020 at a forest preserve in Hickory Hills? B. A mishmashery of genres and genders? C. A genuine barrel of yucks? Or is it D. All of the above, plus these are all things you'd be into? The answer is futile. We know nothing. Fuck knowing and be liberated. Personal truth is experiential. When we choose to shed our false selves, there is only one race, and it's a cosmic jaunt into abyssal light. And also D is correct. So, should you watch Show for Ghosts? It'd be cool. And now, Colin Mockery.
Hey there, Show for the Ghosts audience. Colin Mockery from Whose Line Is It Anyway here. International comedy icon and dream boyfriend to everyone, everywhere. except for those 4 people in Peru who never really. Anyway, not why I'm here. Let me just give you a second just to take a deep breath, try to get your heart rate back to normal from this incredible moment. Here's the thing. I'm here under false pretenses. M. Haverty asked me to give this video, but I thought it was, she said it was to help some orphans who had been, their village had been decimated by a volcano that not only erupted lava, but also gluten. And this was a well-known gluten-free village. And so it was, and I decided, yes, I'll do that. And then I find out I'm supposed to host or endorse this show. Do you know who I am? For those of you who don't know who I am, Google me. I'm quite impressive. So I'm not going to do that. Of course, I'm going to say, good luck with the show. That's it. And also, just before I go, I'd like to give this offer. I would love to be a supportive comedic father figure for anyone who feels disowned by John Cleese's anti-trans diatribes. Now, Google me more. Good luck. This was not hosting, by the way. This is not, just so we're clear.
Do you need non-emergency assistance? Can't trust the police? Hi, I'm a member of PANK, the Punk Anarchists of Nurturing Kindness. We at PANK aim to create a better world by serving the public without a gun. Us punks at PANK are tired of the bad press anarchists get nowadays. We are not some violent agitators out to destroy the state. The state is more than capable of destroying itself. Here is just a fraction of the services we offer. Walking alone at night and need safety in numbers? We'll join you, dang it. Need help unionizing your workplace? Dang it, we'll do it. Need help abolishing the police state? It will dang do. No fraternal order of silence. No violent escalations. No bullplop. We're just people in jean vests doing our jean best. Don't trust the court system? Me neither. That's why I bring all my disputes to PANK Court. Bring us your dispute, and a PANK will be assigned to your case, acting as a King Solomon-like honor-bound figure with wits, wisdom, and a keister without quit. Each of our cases end with a just decision and a clear path towards restorative justice. And each ruling comes with our PANK guarantee. If one of our judges has found bias and prejudice in their decision-making, we promise we will not be cops about it. We'll hold them accountable, we'll strip them of their rank, and we won't let them back until they repair their trust with the community. We believe in complete transparency with the public because not having it is fucked up. What's in it for us, Panks? Well, we like the warmth and rebellious joy that comes from serving our common folk. And also, we're weird. I am a weird person. Are you a weird person too? Do you have marketable skills with anti-market interests? Then join your local PANK chapter today. And in the meantime...
1, 2, 3! If you need a helping hand or to litigate, call PANKs for your help and subvert the state.
They said I was done, but they lied. Cause I'm still riding the tide. Feeding the soul open wide. I'm coming, it's too late to hide. I'ma just do what I do. Thankfully stayed on the move. Still ain't got much to prove.
What's up, Em?
Hey, how you doing, Jason?
Doing good. Looking forward to your show coming up next week here.
And I'm super happy that this worked out with Opportunity with y'all. It's super awesome, very exciting opportunity. It's a sketch show. It's 20 minutes. It's you're gonna be watching the whole thing, baby. Yeah.
It was pretty cool that you got Colin Mockery to do some of his improv. Everyone knows him for his improv.
Right. It's like an exclusive improv morsel.
Yeah, beautiful. So what's the show like? Is it like is it all you, or is there group sketches, or what's going to happen?
Yeah. So, Chauffeur Goes. It's a solo show, written and performed by me and directed by myself and James Medley, who is I've known for a very long time, since high school.
Next week, James is going to be opening for you with something too, right?
Oh, actually, James and I will be doing the a Q&A after. And
Cool.
I'm known down who the opener is, so that information will exist.
Yeah, people are All right, well, I don't know anything about what's going on with the show that I'm supposed to be part of.
I don't know. I'm totally honest.
Hit that follow button to stay tuned. I just say what they say in the back. You guys can't hear, but every sentence I've said tonight, they've been telling me to say off screen. I'm just here because I'm very pretty, and then
And you are pretty.
Yeah,
and
we-
smart.
he's
And you have a
horrible.
nice hat. It looks like a pizza. Is it a pizza
Yeah.
hat?
I just ate dinner and I couldn't find the last slice. Did you see it?
Oh my god! No, it's
I'm doing some of my own improv now. I got Colin Mockery syndrome.
ever since Colin Mockery came into our lives, it's.
I've been wanting to do more hoedowns ever since.
Burn, 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 burn. Okay, now you start.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm excited for that show. I'm going to be here. I don't know if I'm hosting or not. See, I don't know anything about what's going on. I really am going by the seat of my pants. And everyone says
Yeah.
it's not that good, that I should practice more. But I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited for the show. What else is going on with you? How's quarantine life?
Quarantine is nice.
Yeah.
No,
Great answer. This is a good interview.
It's nice. Goodbye. No, it's all right. I work retail right now, which is not essential. I work at a toy store. We are open
Nice.
to the public, so it's weird to have that much whimsy, all around with working at a toy store, while also we have a plush plague doctor.
Yeah.
That people you can buy it. It's made by Squishables. They do a bunch of really cute things like burritos with faces, and then now they also have a plague doctor.
I was
which
just
is
trying to figure out how you were. I didn't understand what you were saying, and for a second I thought you were trying to insult Dr. Fauci somehow. Like that motherfucker's plush.
I just also like the idea of a doctor that spreads like he is so good at spreading the plague. That's a villain name.
Yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm excited for that show. Excited to buy some toys. I don't know. This is it's very hard to interview people.
It is.
I find. If you could interview anybody, who would it be?
Oh man. I don't know. Hold on. No. I really want to interview the QAnon shaman.
Oh yeah, the guy with the horns?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know what his cosmology is.
Cosmology.
Okay, so in shamanism, it's you're dealing with these non-ordinary realms and how the structure of the world, dealing with spirits and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And creation myths. And I want to know what the fuck his is.
Yeah.
Where it's yes, I will lead my people away from the.
He's the only Republican brave enough to try drugs.
I feel like that would make you a libertarian.
Yeah, yeah. That's the difference between Republicans and libertarians. Is libertarians smoke weed?
You try acid once. I think it's just this. I don't know.
We did.
But yeah.
All right.
Come by.
I hear the producers talking, so I'm like, do they want us to stop talking? Say something, producers. All right, he wants us to promote next week's show. Check out, his name's not Kevin, his name's Michael. Check out the show next week. Show them the poster. Look at that poster. Who did this artwork? This is beautiful.
That is my partner, Laura Joy, who is I believe, they're in the chat. You can follow, you get more of their art and pictures on their Instagram.
Yeah, if you're in the chat, throw your Instagram in there. Is that it right there? LT Squirrels. Sweet. So
yeah,
when life when you use bricks, you make Brickade. Super excited to have you next week. Over in the chat, give it up one more time for M. Haverty, everybody. Make some chat noise. Chatter. All right. We have our final performer. I want to thank you guys all. It's so hard to just do this. But hey, give it up one more time for M. Thank you to them for joining us, and check out the show next week. We have one more performer on the show, a musician. I'm super excited to bring her on. She is a beautiful musician. Give it up for Olivia Love. Olivia Love.
Next week, go set sail fishing. I'm wishing the bubbles, man. Are we in troubles? The ducktails, he wails. Let me evolve for you. Let me evolve for you. Let me evolve for you. Standing destined, change my life. Standing destined, change my life. Standing destined, change my life.
Oh my God, hi. I'm excited to be here. I barely understand Twitch, but I also barely understood Zoom. It's been a rough year. I'm gonna sing a song. Real quick, content warning, abuse, not because I'm gonna get graphic, but just because this is a song about how, I don't know, I feel like there's a lot of dialogue and discourse in favor of forgiving and moving on, and like in order to heal you have to forgive your abusers, and like if that's your bag, go off. But this is a song about how you can also just stay mad, and it can be fuck those guys forever. Fuck those guys. You don't owe them your time and your thoughts, or certainly your apologies. So that's what this shit's about. Let's get it. So glad to hear that you're not sleeping. Was tickled pink to hear you're feeling blue. And I was thrilled to know that you were finally let go. 'Cause every day is better without you. So nice of you to offer an apology. Now the consequences fucked you in the face. You want to get it off your chest so you can lay your guilt to rest. But no amount of sorry grants you grace. I hope that all your groceries expire. I hope there's always something wrong with your TV. I hope you're under the weather, always and forever. I hope you live in fear that everyone will see you like I see. I hope you're never half of who you hope to be. To a bitter man, can't outrun the things he's done, though that appears to be the plan. With his crocodile tears and fabricated fears, he'll play his game, still just the same. Beg me to forget, so you can live without a regret. Blood from a stone. You made your bed, so lie in it all alone. expire. I hope there's always something wrong with your TV. I hope you're under the weather, always and forever. I hope you live in fear that everyone will see you like I see. I hope you're never half of who you hope to be. I hope the worst things in this world always come to you in threes. I hope you're walking in the park one day and lightning strikes the trees. I hope things start to turn around and then life cuts you at the knee. And I hope that when it does, you'll think of me. Thank you so much. That song's called No Contact, in reference to the no contact order I once had against the person that song is inspired by. Thanks, chat. That's so nice. Thank you so much. Holy shit. I think that I still have time, and this song is not 5 minutes long, and so to fill the remainder of the time, I'm also a violinist, and one of my favorite things to do is to take requests from people in the audience and then try to improvise those songs on the violin. So I'm a jukebox. What would you like to hear? I'm gonna sit here in my living room and stare at this chat, which is great and confusing, but I'm having fun. Drop your requests. Do it or don't. That's fine. I'll be done soon. Friends theme song. All right, bet. Jesus Christ. All right. Cool. What else? Oh Christ. In theory, know Lady Marmalade, God. And like I'm outing myself by not knowing that song at all. The rule is like that, but does it have a melody? That's my problem. Is it's just kind of her like, whining, and it's hot, but is it a song in a melodic sense? I don't know. Fucking, I've never seen, Wagon Wheel twice in all caps, so I'm gonna do it. Fucking, should I just do, I'll just do a little bit of the verse and a little bit of the chorus, yeah? All right. Wagon Wheel. Wow, we're having fun. God damn it. Inspector Gadget, Bin Laden Weed. Are you guys, do you hate me? Did I do something? I haven't been talking for that long. What's happening? Okay. Real shit. Like the bar is pretty low. Like I just have to have heard it before and like have it in my brain. Fucking Bin Laden, what is that? Bin Laden Weed? Am I not cool? How did it happen so fast? God damn it. I think that I have time for like one more, maybe two more. Yesterday, like Beatles yesterday. Closing time? Yeah, let's make that the last one.
Absolutely. I played bars almost every day before the fucking pandemic. I've heard that before. All right. Closing to every new beginning, some other beginnings end. You guys too? Awesome. Is that it? I'll keep playing it. It'll be great. All right. Yeah, good.
What's up?
Thank you.
That was incredible, Olivia. Give it up for Olivia, everybody in the chat. And thank you for coming on the show and doing that. That was incredible. In fact, I was thinking your violin skills make the guy from the first song seem that much worse. Like, how could he hurt someone as cool as you with violin skills?
If only he had known that I was talented, you know, maybe
Yeah,
then he would have reconsidered the chronic abuse and the grooming.
Yeah, fuck that.
We'll get him next time.
That fucking grooming piece of shit. I was in an abusive relationship once.
Gang, what's up? It's great to be alive.
I was so mean to her. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. It was the other way around.
Right out the gate. Really going up. Popping up.
Can I say this? Yeah, my ex used to hit me.
Oh?
And stuff, yeah. And the tough part is dating after is to find somebody else who will love you that much.
That's the spirit, champ. And that is what that song is about. It's about how I wish more people would hit me.
Really?
No! What the fuck? No!
Sorry. I feel like I'm this horrible. I feel like I'm the only person who can say horrible stuff and joke. Like, if anybody else says it, they mean it. I live in a fucked up world.
Yeah, you're the only one. What's that like?
All right, now the sarcasm is hit a level of too much.
Well, so what do you want to know? Hit me. What do you got?
I used to play the viola. Do you like? So that was my first instrument. When did you start? I started in 3rd grade. I was never good. Not good like you are. When did you start playing?
That's really kind. I also started around 3rd grade, and I was garbage for like 4 years, and I would not have continued to play if my mom hadn't been like, I'll straight up kill you if you don't keep playing the violin. I kept playing, and then I kind of I got a violin teacher who was a little withholding and very talented and young enough that I wanted her approval more than anything. So
that's
doubled down on trying, and now we're here.
It's weird how you need some semi-toxic relationship to become good at something.
Word up. Nurturing is for the birds. And that's why the birds aren't good at fucking anything.
Yeah.
So
look at Michael Jackson. He was incredible. But I remember the orchestra from high school came to our elementary school, and they performed and they played like Jaws or something, which is like 2 notes. And I was like, this is the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen. And I assumed everyone was going to join. So I wanted a good spot. So I deliberately picked the viola, thinking that's the worst instrument. So I will stand out because I'll be the only one who picks it, and they'll always need me.
That's the worst reason to pick the viola that I've ever heard. The viola is the most disposable part of the orchestra. No shade on my viola players, but hot shit.
Well, no. The thinking was there would be less people choosing viola. There'd just be so many bass players and violin players that I would pick the viola, and then I'd always have a spot.
But then
They've
you
always
always have to carry the entire viola section on your shoulders because you're like the only viola player. How did that go?
So what I found out was nobody thought it was cool but me, and there was 2 viola players and a violin player were the only people who joined. I thought it was going to be this, swarm of people going to join the orchestra.
Oh no! Wow, I'm so sorry that orchestra wasn't cool when you were going to school. It was me, baby. I was a sex symbol at 14 because I was playing the violin at 7 a.m. every Saturday. Yeah, it's rough stuff. It's not good, but now I can get on Twitch and play the Friends theme song for strangers. So
yeah, violin has the most incredible threshold of being horribly annoying when you're learning to being beautiful when you actually master it.
Well, I appreciate it.
I just think that's true of the instrument. Should we be interacting with the chat? What's up in the chat? Name your favorite. What instrument would you play if you were going to join the orchestra? So was it popular at your school?
No, holy shit. No, I went to I went to a Waldorf school up until high school. So it was like very arts focused. And so I had to play a bunch of instruments. Like it wasn't optional. But I also joined like an extracurricular orchestra because my parents hated me or loved me a lot. It's hard to say. But I played an orchestra more than I did other things for a long time.
I mean, it's sweet. I did too, all the way through high school. I switched to the upright bass in high school because I finally wanted to be cool. But
the upright bass is the coolest. It's the coolest instrument in any room. It's hot. It's a good deal. You do have to transport it, which is garbage forever, but it's great. It's good stuff.
Well, we have to wrap up, but do you want to plug, like, do you have an album coming up or working on any music? I know gigs are limited these days.
Sure. Yeah. Gigs are unbelievably, my industry collapsed overnight. Anyone else? But I build furniture and my commissions are open and you should check me out on Instagram if you want to see my work. And I also have a podcast. It's a comedy podcast about rom-coms. It's me and my best friend reviewing rom-coms that are like middling in quality, but it's like, why are they silly? Why are they charming? Why do we love them? Holy shit. What? And it's called Tropes and Dreams. Tropes as in tropes. Tropes and Dreams. It's on wherever you like to listen. Please listen to it. I'm very proud of it, and I have little else going on.
No, you got a ton of stuff going on. Most of the people I know are just watching TV every day. So,
I'm also
good job to you. And you guys in the chat, why don't you work a little harder and get on the show instead of being in the chat, huh?
Yeah, this is the face of someone who's working a lot right now.
Be like Olivia and build a desk or something. Anyway, give it up one more time, everybody, for Olivia. We're going to go to the final screen where I say goodbye to everybody. Is that what's happening? Here I am. Me in the final screen saying goodbye to everybody. Well, let me go ahead and pull up my script. All right. Well, everyone, thank you. That brings about an end to our show tonight. Before we leave, I want to thank everybody who made the show possible. Thank you to all the guests. That's John Lyons, M. Haverty, Olivia Love, to Jackie Manti for our virtual sets. I saw her in the chat. Give it up for Michael Gao, who does our intro videos, and it does a great job at that. The show is directed by Michael Gigardi with assistant director Stephanie Duffney. Shout out to them. I said they were ugly earlier, and they're not ugly. They're very beautiful people. They just want another beautiful person, me, on to be the face of the show while they're backstage, making this whole thing run as smoothly and perfectly as it runs. Hit that follow button if you hadn't already, and add us on social media at Open Studio Shy to stay in the loop with what we're doing. Next Thursday, we have that very special show I mentioned earlier, The Open Studio Presents Show for Ghosts by M. Haverty. If you liked what you saw tonight, make sure to follow and tune in next week to see the full movie, followed by an extended interview with M and the director James Medley. The following Thursday, February 18th, we have our normal variety show, and we'll be back with guest Angel Garcia with stand-up, music by Ryan. That's just one name, Ryan, and he's like Cher, but Ryan. And Zach Bartz will be painting throughout the show. If you would like to be a contributor or appear on our show, join our Discord, click the links, and hit us up, send us some clips, whatever. Thanks for joining everybody. Thank you, everybody in the chat. I appreciate everything. And if you want to join, we're going to hang out on Zoom after the show, and we'll put the credentials in there. So feel free to join if you didn't already leave while I was reading this long-ass script. No, I'm kidding. I love the script. Guys, thank you guys for coming out. That's the end of the show. Good night.